From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, December 4th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. Well, around 3:15 this afternoon, emergency crews in Hazleton were called to an accident with a car down a 30-foot embankment. Fire crews were called to the rear of the 14th Ward Fire Station on the corner of Diamond Avenue and Cleveland Street for a pickup truck that went over the embankment. We spoke with Deputy Chief Sean Jones at the scene.
Two of our members were out front working on a trailer. They saw a car go by. Afterwards, they came to the side of the building and saw that it was down over the embankment. There's an elderly male driving the vehicle. We don't know if it was a medical condition or what exactly happened. Crews had to use rope to access the patient, use a low-angle rope rescue system to bring him out of the woods.
The truck was more than 100 yards into the woods when it came to a rest. The older male driver was medevaced to Lehigh Valley Hospital near Allentown. Hazleton police are investigating what caused this crash this afternoon in Hazleton. A two-vehicle crash on East Broad Street last night sent one vehicle into Magistrate Joseph Zola's office building. It happened around 7:45 last night. A Chevy pickup truck driven by David Pavelko of Beaver Meadows was headed west as a Buick LaCrosse driven by Shirley Brazel of Hazleton coming off Club 40 Road, and they collided. According to Deputy Fire Chief Brian Mandak, the truck hit the driver's side of the Buick, T-boning it and caving in the driver's side door. The Buick went under the Elks Lodge sign, came down an embankment, and smashed into Zola's building. She was pinned in the car and had to be extradited by the fire department. A man from Sugarloaf Township has found himself in trouble with the law. 32-year-old Vincent Kalowski was charged with burglary, possession of a controlled substance, and having drug paraphernalia after police were called to the Econo Lodge on Woodmere Drive in Butler Township. Police found multiple rooms completely destroyed. Kalowski was found barricaded inside of that room. He was taken into police custody and found to be in possession of suspected meth and other drug paraphernalia. The male had broken into numerous hotel rooms and other storage rooms before locking himself inside the bathroom. Kalowski was arraigned in front of Judge O'Donnell and was given $25,000 straight cash bail. Tonight, he's behind bars at Luzerne County Prison. A pretrial conference for a man accused of execution-style murder in Hazleton earlier this year. 27-year-old Rafael Mora Polanco appeared before Luzerne County Judge Michael Vo to discuss the discovery phase of the case heading into trial. Polanco faces an open count of criminal homicide for the fatal shooting of 35-year-old Jorge Marrero at 4th and Alter Streets on June 11th. Marrero was shot 6 times and died at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, about 30 minutes after he was shot. Mora Polanco's siblings also face several counts of witness intimidation charges. Rafael Mora Polanco is scheduled to stand trial in February. State officials have launched a new program to cut down on wait times at PennDOT driver's license centers. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
Through the Governor's Office of Transformation, Innovation, Management, and Efficiency, or GO-TIME, state agencies are working to increase efficiency, improve services, and generate savings through interagency collaboration, external partnerships, and citizen engagement. And that's what PennDOT has done using this new program called Orchestra.
PennDOT's committed. Every single day we're looking to see how we can deliver our services and provide better value for every single resident of Pennsylvania. So we're always looking at ways in which we can improve, and our driver licensing centers is a big place where we can do that. And so we have managers who are monitoring this every single day to make sure that the experience when people come in, they know that they won't be waiting for too long to get their services, and they can go about and plan their days.
The new system upgrades will not only improve customer experience, but it will help the agency operate more efficiently.
We're very excited to be able to use modern technology to make us more efficient and be able to deliver a better value product and better value services to everybody in Pennsylvania.
The software upgrade called Orchestra is a driver and vehicle service manager that can monitor wait times at 27 driver's license centers around the state in real time and deploy additional resources when needed.
We've been able to use this technology at one of our busiest centers in suburban Philadelphia, our Malvern Center, where wait times were up to 90 minutes, and we've been able to cut that to be less than 30 minutes. Our technology allowed us to see that by adding one more camera in our driver's photo center, as well as extending operation hours, we were able to reduce that time significantly.
These efforts are expected to generate up to $150 million in savings in the current fiscal year. PennDOT plans to add the system to another 23 driver's license centers with the highest customer volumes throughout the state.
Thank you, Gary. Hazleton's poverty rate, as measured by the Census Bureau, jumped the second most in the state during the 5-year period of 2010 to 2014, an eye-popping 59%. Nanticoke's poverty was jumped the second most, 54%, during the same period. Wilkes-Barre's rate also increased a notable percentage, though not really as much as the other two. Its poverty rate increased 25% during that same period. The Census Bureau looked at increases in the number of persons living below the federal poverty level, which is 11,770 for individuals, and things such as the increase in participation on SNAP program, commonly called food stamps. Hazleton also saw the largest decrease in median household income in the state, a drop of $5,181. The names of the people that want to pick the next county manager have been released. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
We now know who wants to be on the committee to pick the next Luzerne County manager since Bob Lawton handed in his letter of resignation. Councilman Rick Morelli released their names last night. They are Carmen Ambronicio, a former CEO of a nonprofit, the Wyoming Valley Alcohol and Drug Services; Gene Kemtori, an assistant professor at Wilkes University and former superintendent of the Old Ford School District; Robert Fisher of Salem Township near Berwick, who worked in the healthcare management throughout the county; Kingston Mayor Jim Haggerty, who once sat on the Government Study Commission which drew up the charter that we now follow with home rule in Luzerne County; Malie Molinaro, a consultant outreach specialist for State Representative Tara Toohill; Gerard O'Donnell, who has worked for more than 30 years in retail and wholesale experience in the automotive and construction equipment industry; Hillary Pangankar, who has a bachelor's degree in history and a master's in English, but who has been disabled for 21 years and cites she has 35 years of service in volunteering with the county's elderly and mentally challenged women; attorney Chris Slusser, who is an attorney with several entities in Luzerne County, including the Hazleton Area School District; Brad Turt, who has been a district manager for AIG in Westchester from 2001 through 2010 and previously worked as an assistant vice president for Associates City Bank in Dallas, Texas; and Michael Gimbler, who has a bachelor's degree in business management and has worked for 23 years with the U.S. Navy managing operations at several naval facilities in Washington, D.C. He is also affiliated with the Home Rule Drive, which led to the charter. Gimbler submitted his application after the November 13th deadline, leaving it up to council to decide whether they want him or not. Lawton announced that he would resign last week, and it takes effect at the end of this year. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. The 12th annual Sounds of the Season concert will be held Saturday, December 5th at 7 p.m. at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center. This year's performance will feature the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Bob Lagana and the Freeland Community Choir under the direction of Jackie Wetzel. Tickets are now on sale for Sounds of the Season. Ring in the holiday. Tickets are $12 for adults and $5 for children under the age of 10. If you're interested in tickets, you may purchase them through an orchestra or choral member, and tickets will be available at the door the night of the performance. As always, Sounds of the Season is produced in cooperation with the Alice C. Wiltsey Center, WYLN TV 35, the DeMelfi School of Music, Hazleton Standard Speaker, the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, and Service Electric Cablevision. And of course, WYLN will tape the entire show and broadcast it during the entire month of December. Here at WYLN, we have always prided ourselves in being your home for the holiday station. Well, for those who could not attend Wednesday's Can Do Community Christmas, featuring several students from our area, WYLN taped the program in its entirety, and we now have when you can watch it here and only here on WYLN. The first showing of Can Do Christmas will be this coming Monday, December 7th at 12:30 p.m. To see these lists of dates and times, you can check out our Facebook page, WYLN News. Scott Weiland is dead. He's best known for being the frontman of the 90s band Stone Temple Pilots. He was also the lead singer in Velvet Revolver, a supergroup of sorts made up of members of Guns N' Roses and Wasted Youth. Weiland had battled heroin addiction over the years. He was found dead in an RV in Bloomington, Minnesota last night. No cause of death has been released. Scott Weiland was only 48 years old. Well, it's time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe, it looks like temperatures are on the rise, at least for the first week of December. What can we expect this weekend weather-wise?
Well, overall, it's shaping up to be pretty nice across our area with temperatures above where we should be for this time of year. Nothing showing up. In fact, throughout the eastern parts of the U.S., it continues to remain dry, and that'll be the case as we head through tonight, as we head into this entire weekend, looking pretty nice. And even these high temperatures, 40s, lower 50s over the past 24 hours, that's not bad for this time of year either. Here's a look at temperatures right now: 37 New Angola, 43 in Berwick, 43 in Bloomsburg, and 42 degrees in Danville. What can we expect this upcoming weekend? Your complete 7-day forecast straight ahead. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a special Toys for Tots event that was held at Mohegan Sun Arena last night, and hear from those involved and what it means to the area children. Plus, Santa made a quick stop last night in McAdoo, and WYLN was there to catch up with the jolly old elf himself as he met with children in the area. Stay tuned. More news is headed your way only on WYLN.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with Meteorologist Joe Garbachik, Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
The story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy at making fine candy for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land that Victoria's candies would one day be leading the rest. Now that day is here, for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
Families had the chance to skate at the Mohegan Sun Arena last night, and it was all to benefit a great cause. Our Julie Stefanovich has all the details.
The United States Marine Corps Toys for Tots program has been in existence for almost 7 decades. The mission is to collect and distribute new and unwrapped toys during the holiday season to less fortunate children.
Toys for Tots has, originally started in 1947, with a spouse of a reserve major. She made dolls, gave it to him, and, he found a need, and, he filled it.
Toys for Tots teamed up with the Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza last night for the 12th annual Open Skate. It was the only day of the year where the public was allowed to lace up their skates and take to the ice.
The open skate, Mohegan Sun has offered up the skating arena for the only time during the year that, the community could get out and, get on the ice. And it was actually a really good turnout so far. And those toys go directly to giving back to the community. So, we have about 16,000 families right now that are signed up, to receive a little box of hope.
All guests were asked to bring a new toy or make a $5 donation at the door. Families also had the opportunity to skate around the rink with tucks from the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins. Staff Sergeant Cortez said that the kids had a blast.
Oh yeah, they were running through that door. Some kids had the skates on, had to take them off to go down those stairs to be safe, but they were all excited. Even the parents were excited about it, so it was definitely a positive turnout.
If you were unable to make it out to the open skate last night, you can donate or get more info on the program at toysfortots.org to help make a small child's Christmas a little bit brighter. In Wilkes-Barre for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovic.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, Santa made a quick stop last night in McAdoo, and we were there with all the details. Stay tuned. More news is headed your way, including sports, here on WYLN.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazleton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
Electric Frog Designs is your one-stop for screen printing, vehicle wrap signs, awnings, and so much more. They have all you need for your sporting event, including a large selection of trophies and awards. Custom-made plaques are also available. They can customize your marketing and promotional items, welcome home loved ones, or share the joy of special events with their banners large or small. Locally owned and operated, quality work at affordable prices. Why go anywhere else? Electric Frog Designs, located on Route 309 in Drums. Stop in today.
Overall, it's shaping up to be a pretty nice looking weekend across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Temperatures pretty nice for this time of year. A lot of sunshine, and looks like it should remain dry for both our Saturday and Sunday. Now, despite the milder temperatures, above normal temperatures throughout the daytime hours, as the sun sets, it still gets quite chilly at night. Tonight will be no exception, but we're going to be dry. Here's a look at the graphic for today, and it's just a spectacular day to end our work week, and it does look, like I said, looks like a very nice looking weekend in store for our area across Pennsylvania. Even across the entire Northeast looking good. Nothing to show you. We're dry. In fact, looks like we could be dry for the next several days. As that sun sets, and as it has set, temperatures go down. We're in the mid to upper 30s, live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. But again, wind's really not a factor whatsoever. 39 Mount Pocono, 43 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 44 in Pittsburgh, and 43 in State College. Still in the 40s in the Wyoming Valley area. Satellite and radar, nothing to show you across the Northeast. Just a couple of clouds, especially as you head up toward the northern tier of Pennsylvania and upstate New York. But that is about it. Notice these numbers. We're going to be looking at some 20s and 30s tonight. Tomorrow, we're in the 40s. Some areas could be near 50 degrees. Chilly for tomorrow night. Sunday, early in the morning, notice temperatures in many areas will be in the 20s. So high pressure sitting just toward the south, giving us a lot of sunshine. A nice day for our Saturday. Looks nice for our Sunday. And going into next week, boy, still looking very nice. Temperatures above where we should be for this time of year. Extended forecast looking like this, a string of some nice looking days heading in our direction right through next week. sunshine, a few clouds around, but notice temperatures in the 40s. Some areas will be in the lower 50s. That's nice for this time of year. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery number is the pick 263 to pick 3145 and the pick 47750. The pick 5 number is looking like this, 22427, and the treasure hunt numbers 357, 24, and 27. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana and the Freeland Community Choir under the direction of Jackie Wetzel. The audience will be invited to join in the singing of traditional holiday music along with full orchestra and chorus. Advance tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Sounds of the Season is brought to you by these businesses.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazleton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Jolly old St. Nick made his way through the borough of McAdoo last night. WYLN was there as the fire trucks and ambulances escorted Santa from house to house, greeting several families in the area. Each year for the past 30 years, members of the McAdoo Fire Company participate in Operation Santa Claus, which runs from December 3rd until December 5th. We spoke with Assistant Fire Chief Tony Vigna last night.
We have a homemade sleigh that we made here about 15 years ago, and we carry Santa along in the trailer. And as we go to house, Santa goes in, visits the children, we give them a little gift, and then we exit to the next one.
This is one of the many events the McAdoo Fire Company does for the area. Again, Santa will be visiting homes until Saturday, December 5th. They hope to continue this tradition of spreading Christmas cheer in the borough. Coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy at making fine candy for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land that Victoria's candies would one day be leading the rest. Now that day is here, for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
The league best baby pens with a busy weekend ahead. Their focus, along with outstanding on-ice performance, has helped Wilkes-Barre Scranton jump out to a near-perfect start that they hope to continue tonight, as WYLN's Gabriella Justin previews.
Seats were empty at Mohegan Sun Arena this morning, but that won't be the case tonight, as the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins host team rival, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
Lehigh, they're always hard for us to play against, especially them and Hershey. I feel like those guys are our rivals, so we have both of those teams this weekend, and I think getting off to a good start will be huge for the whole weekend.
The Baby Pens, who have been playing under a new head coach this year, are off to a 16-2 start on the season.
Right now, our focus is on Lehigh Valley. We're going to make sure that we pay attention to the task at hand. I think that's been the approach that we've had with this group so far all season, is not get ahead of ourselves and not look behind, but making sure that we stay in the moment and we take care of business that's in front of us.
Penn center Jean-Sebastien D senses that the Phantoms may be looking to put up a strong fight and redeem themselves from the 6-4 loss they suffered during the first Phantoms-Pens matchup back in October.
It's gonna be a big game. I mean, been having good success so far this season. We've beat them earlier this season, so I think they're going to be ready tonight.
And although the Pens game schedule is completely filled with matchups this weekend, Coach Mike Sullivan made it clear that today his team is only concentrating on one.
Our sole focus right now is on Lehigh Valley. We're going to do everything we can to get the result we're looking for tonight. We'll take the next game's challenge when that comes.
The puck drops tonight at Mohegan Sun Arena at 7:05 p.m. For WYLN Sports, I'm Gabriella Justin.
Also tonight, the high school hoop season officially tips off. And in the Schuylkill League, we'll see a matchup featuring two teams that should compete for division titles. Division I's North Schuylkill hosts Division III's Shenandoah Valley in a battle of very contrasting styles.
Scared to death of Shenandoah. I can't sleep because of Shenandoah, but their head coach, Robbie Miller, is one of my great friends. We went to high school together. He's a great coach. They have a great program. And their team is a very, very good basketball team, a team that I think could challenge to win their division in the Schuylkill League. So we're by no means taking them lightly. We're worried about this first game.
Well, what he's pulling his hair out about is our guards. What I'm pulling my hair out about is their forwards, because they can't compete with our speed. We can't compete with their height. So whoever can get the ball across the court and execute best is going to win that game. I don't want it to be about me and Ty. Me and Ty do go way back. We played in high school together. But Friday night's going to be Shenandoah versus North Schuylkill, two great Schuylkill League teams. And, may the best team win. It's going to be a really good one to start the year off.
Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
On the next Warrior Summit Outdoors, I think about warriors of days gone by and how they recovered from combat in the great outdoors. And as part of looking back into history, I'm going to visit the manufacturer of an old-fashioned rifle, the muzzle-loader flintlock. History can teach a lot, and we'll be learning on the next Warrior Summit Outdoors.
WYLN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1 and in East Stroudsburg on Channel 24.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WYLN is your local network.
Well, this is a trend you're going to be seeing over the next several days, possibly the entire week, next week. Dry conditions, temperatures above where we should be for this time of year. We'll take it for December. Less than 3 weeks away now. About 3 weeks or so right now till Christmas. Wait, where does that time fly? I don't know. I know somebody that'll be flying. That'll be Santa Claus through the air. 45 as we head into tomorrow, and you know what, it's looking pretty good for the entire weekend, early next week, and any type of activities, a lot of Christmas activities going on outdoors this weekend. Hey, it's perfect. You just can't ask for better weather for this time of year. Get out and enjoy some of the local festivities across our area.
Finally, no more rain.
Yeah.
I actually had it with the rain when We got hit day 3 because it wasn't just rain; it was like heavy downpours.
And then of course we had a little bit of that rain and snow mixed.
Yeah, but when you said 3 weeks till Christmas, I think it floored me and
I don't know
some
where the
other people
time's
out there
going.
that
Yes,
might
yeah,
not
yes.
have done all their Christmas shopping. So
Yeah, 3 weeks is enough time. I like to
you're a guy, that's why.
keep it. 2 or 3 days is enough.
That's I can't. You?
The last minute stuff?
Yeah, that's
Trying
me.
to avoid
That's
all
me.
those people.
Oh no,
Yeah,
there's
it's
I don't
nasty.
do that. I try to avoid
I
it.
try to avoid it and get it done earlier.
Yeah.
I haven't done nothing yet.
So you didn't do it earlier this
No.
year? No. All right. Well, hopefully everyone out there did, because thanks for reminding us. But have a good weekend, I guess. It looks
Yeah,
like it's going to
it
be a
looks
good
good one.
weekend. Sounds good. Enjoy.